ABC6 News 11 at 11 starts right now.
We have breaking news now. A man stabbed multiple times in Providence tonight, with police now looking for a suspect. We have the latest on the victim's condition. Plus, developing tonight, a BB gun shooting spree through Providence, a shooter hitting 4 people. Tonight, we're speaking with residents. And a huge welcome back celebration for the Friars on campus today. Just a few hours ago, hundreds of fans cheering on the men's basketball team before they head to Chicago for the Sweet 16 later this week. But first, we have breaking news right now at this hour. A man fighting for his life tonight after a stabbing in Providence several hours ago, with police now looking for a suspect. Thanks for watching ABC6 News 11 at 11. I'm Darren Botello. ABC6 News reporter Hector Molina has been out at the scene all night, where police found that man with multiple stab wounds. He joins us now live with the latest. And Hector, what does the scene look like right now?
Well, Darren, right now, pretty calm. Not too much going on here in the area of Pennsylvania Avenue. I'm here on Prairie Avenue, just a few feet away from where it all took place. Now, that stabbing happened earlier tonight around 7:30 this evening. Now, when police arrived, they noticed a man with several stab wounds and life-threatening injuries, and that man was taken to the hospital immediately. And at last check, he was in surgery. Now, I placed a call to Providence Police for an update on his condition, but we haven't received that update as of yet. But as you said, the police are still looking for a suspect. Now, when we arrived to the scene earlier tonight, we noticed an ambulance and multiple police cruisers, as well as evidence markers on the ground. Now, the ambulance left around 8 o'clock this evening, but police cruisers still stayed on the scene. And a portion of Pennsylvania Avenue was closed for a period of time, but as I said earlier, the road has since fully reopened. Now, I also noticed a few police cruisers patrolling the area. Again, I placed a call earlier tonight to see if an update as if they found a suspect, but no word yet as if they found the person responsible for that stabbing. Now, if you have any information related to this incident, you're asked to call Providence Police. In Providence tonight, Hector Molina, ABC6 News.
Thank you, Hector, and we'll keep an eye on that story. Well, this is new tonight. 2 people were sent to the hospital after a 4-vehicle crash in Seekonk earlier tonight. Police closed off part of Fall River Avenue at about 7:45. Traffic was being redirected as crews cleared the scene of the crash. Police say those injuries were minor. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And a BB gun shooting spree through Providence, with a shooter hitting 4 people, with 1 person having severe injuries. The shots fired in all different sections of the capital city last night through early this morning. ABC6 News reporter Dominique Turner has been following the story all day. She spoke with residents and has the details.
The BB gun shooting spree throughout Providence Saturday night and into Sunday morning left 1 woman with injuries to her face, and 3 other men shot multiple times. One of the men even getting a look at that shooter. Unknown suspects taking the streets of Providence on an airsoft gun shooting spree Saturday night into the early hours of Sunday morning. According to Providence Police Commander Thomas Verdi, the first incident happened just before 7 o'clock at night near the 1100 block of Westminster Street. A couple walking home from a West End restaurant heard loud popping noises coming from a vehicle. The woman, feeling pain in her face, realized she was hit with a pellet from a BB gun shot from that passing vehicle. She was treated and released at the scene. Neighbors say they don't typically hear of things like this happening in their neighborhood.
We haven't had any problems. The neighborhood's really quiet too, and then people are really charming.
Nearly 1 hour later, police were called to the Cheesecake Factory in the Providence Place Mall for a report of men shot by BB guns. The 2 men told police they were hit in their stomach, chest, and arm areas. The men saying 50 shots of pellets were fired from a dark sedan.
I would probably be scared.
I'd probably run in the other direction.
One victim was able to get a description of the vehicle and shooter. He told police the driver fired the shots, describing him as a black male with a medium-length black beard, wearing a black t-shirt, between the ages of 30 to 40 years old. The last incident happening on Angel Street around 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. A RISD student outside of his dorm told police a dark-colored vehicle drove by him, shooting 2 BB pellets that hit him in the leg. The shooter then fled towards downtown.
I don't know. I'd say I would run, but maybe I'd just freeze up. I don't know.
Witnesses weren't able to see the vehicle's license plate, but Providence police are investigating. For now, in the newsroom, I'm Dominique Turner, ABC6 News.
Now to our continuing coverage of the PC Friars, heading to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 25 years with a celebratory welcome home event at the campus just several hours ago. ABC6 News reporter Hector Molina was at that event today and has the story.
How about those Friars?
What a time to be a Friar. The PC men's basketball team has clinched the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1997. And today, they were welcomed with an energy the college and the city hasn't seen in a quarter century.
It was electrifying. Never seen nothing like it. If you're from Providence, you have to go see the Friars.
It's an amazing feeling having a lot of fan support that we have here in Friartown, just to, support the hard work we put in and, be able to give them those same results that we go out and play with. It feels like they're playing with us.
I've been alive when they made it, so it's just crazy to be a part of history right now and to be a senior. Like, that's so cool. I can't even put it into words.
Let's go Friars! Let's go Friars!
And for students, especially seniors, this season's been an experience of a lifetime.
It's like the best day on campus, We're cheering on a team we've been cheering on all year, just playing great basketball, so it's good to finally celebrate the season they deserve.
It's really what you want to see in your last year, especially coming off COVID, not really being able to go to all the games, going to the dunks, stuff like that. It's really what you want to see. It's awesome.
Getting to see our community come together, especially like a special year like this, it's wonderful.
An experience they expect to last a few more weeks.
Pull this win off right now, I think we're going all the way.
Let's keep dancing.
And according to the mayor of Friartown, this season is far from over.
And our goal is to compete for a national championship. Absolutely.
Hector Molina.
All right, good luck to those Friars in Chicago. Continuing coverage, right now we're tracking a house fire in Cranston from this morning. You can see the house right here on your screen on Marion Avenue South. Crews blocking off the road. The air filling with smoke with a lot of damage to the second floor and roof. Neighbors say they believe the house is vacant. No one was home at the time of the fire, so no injuries. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. New Bedford Mayor John Mitchell testing positive for COVID-19 this weekend, making the announcement on social media earlier today. He says he has mild symptoms, also stating that his family as well as staff members in his office have all been tested. They tested negative for the virus. He says he'll continue to do his job from isolation and will not make any public appearances this week. And Mayor Mitchell was noticeably absent today from the New Bedford Half Marathon, the first since 2019 because of the pandemic. More than 2,000 runners participated in this race. Coming in first overall, Matthew McDonald of Cambridge with a time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 17 seconds. Over in East Providence, check this out, pretty cool. You see that green sculpture right there? 3 colorful new sculptures now in Riverside Square today. The city unveiling 3 bunny sculptures as well as 3 patio areas with pavers. Bike racks will be installed and landscaping in the area will be completed this spring. Local doctors are calling attention to new recommendations to get screened earlier in life for colon cancer. They'll be holding a blue light walk in East Providence tomorrow, and City Hall will be lit up in blue in honor of colon cancer survivors. There will also be a giant colon display for attendees to walk through.
Colon cancer is something that is treatable, it's something that's curable, it's something that is potentially preventable. But people have to get screened. We want to make sure that people understand there are numerous ways to get screened. That screening can be done through a primary care provider or through an endoscopy center such as ours. Screening is very important because screening can be life-saving.
And those colon cancer awareness events will kick off tomorrow night at 6 in front of East Providence City Hall. Thousands of people lining the streets of South Boston as the iconic St. Patrick's Day Parade makes its long-awaited return. Today's celebration is the first St. Patrick's Day Parade to be held in the city of Boston since 2019 because of the pandemic. The parade kicked off at 1 in the afternoon at the Broadway MBTA station, ending at Farragut Road.
I really came because it was the first time that it was happening after like a couple years of not having it, and like it really brought me out.
I feel like there are just so many people. The vibe is amazing. Everyone's super like excited to be back. So I'm happy to be here.
And organizers of the parade made the decision to shorten this year's parade route because of the Omicron variant surge with the pandemic. And a little cloudy, but not a bad day for a parade. Let's get a check on the forecast now. ABC6 Storm Tracker meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us live in the Weather Center. Tim, what say we?
Yeah, despite that on and off cloud cover through the day today, we still ended up with some very mild temperatures. Check out these highs, 65 at TF Green and Warwick. The average for this time of year is 49. So It was certainly a warm day compared to the average. 64 in Taunton and New Bedford. We saw 60 degrees in Westerly and 61 for Coventry and Smithfield today. Right now, though, significantly cooler, of course. We're down into the 40s, 47 in Providence, 49 in Taunton, 48 in Westport, and 45 degrees out on Block Island. We've got a couple of stray sprinkles here and there. None of these really a big deal, and we shouldn't see anything major through the overnight. Maybe just a stray sprinkle here and there. Otherwise, mainly dry for most of us, and mostly cloudy skies through the overnight. Temperatures dipping down to the upper 30s. We're breezy, too. 15 to 25 mile-per-hour winds out of the northwest. Staying breezy for tomorrow, but sunny skies and another day of mild temperatures, although not quite as warm as today. Upper 50s. The rest of your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast straight ahead. Darren.
Thank you, Tim. Not looking bad tomorrow. Still to come on ABC6 News at 11. A shooting at a car show for kids leaves 6 children hurt. Tonight we have the latest on the investigation. Plus, a fatal shooting at a hotel parking lot leaves at least 3 people dead. Tonight, the latest on the conditions of the other victims. And Ukrainian forces now have until 4 a.m. to surrender. Find out what Russia says will happen if they don't. You're watching ABC6 News at 11.
With Volkswagen, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the joyful 2022 Taos. Limited inventory available.
What does it mean that our customers are our owners? It means that we don't have shareholders like a bank. We have owners like you. And though we don't have traditional shareholders, we do share. We share values, expectations, and yes, profits. In the form of better rates, lower fees, and dividends. Our customers are our owners. Our owners are our customers. Navigant Credit Union. Come join us.
I know this may look like a classic rooftop chase scene, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Right on cue. This Rogue's got more power than that CRV. Might want to hold on.
Get 0.9% APR financing for 36 months on Altima.
The action never ends, but these offers will.
Hi, we're Dry Zone Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Since 1987, over 85,000 homeowners have trusted basement systems to fix their basements. Basement waterproofing, foundation wall repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Call Dry Zone Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
With Volkswagen, any choice is a smart choice. More vehicles are arriving all the time. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the versatile 2022 Tiguan. Limited inventory available.
Welcome back. In national news tonight, police are investigating a shooting at a car show in Arkansas last night, leaving at least 1 person dead and 24 people wounded. State troopers responded to a call of the shooting around 7:30 a few miles south of Little Rock. Police say no one is suspected to be involved with this that's in custody, but police are continuing their search as they believe this was a case of multiple shooters. The organizer of the event sends his condolences.
We the Hood Knit Committee, and we send our deepest condolences to the family of the tragedy that took here today. It was some shooting that happened today, man, and we don't really know what happened, you know what I'm saying? But we just want to send our prayers, all our condolences to our friends and community.
And the purpose of the car show is to raise money for scholarships and supplies for children. At least 6 of those shooting victims were children. 3 people were killed after a shooting in a hotel parking lot in North Carolina last night. Fayetteville police say they showed up to the Baymont Inn at about 9:30. When police got to the scene, they found 4 people shot. 1 was dead at the scene. 2 others then died at the hospital. 1 is now fighting for their life. Officers later found a 5th victim who's now being treated. Police are still looking for a suspect. Now to our continuing coverage of the crisis in Ukraine. Russia is now giving Ukrainian forces until 4 a.m. to surrender, while President Biden is set to meet with NATO allies in coming days. Andrew Dimbert with ABC has the story.
As shelling across Ukraine continues, an ultimatum from Russian military commanders. Russia giving Ukrainian forces in Mariupol until 4 a.m. local time to surrender. A senior Russian commander saying local authorities, including the mayor, will face a military tribunal if they do not lay down their arms. This amid reports of another attack on civilians, a Mariupol school where 400 people were sheltering. Most of the city is in ruins. Up to 300,000 are trapped. Some in Mariupol are worried about essentials like food and firewood. University librarian Irina says, "We have been in a basement for 11 days. This is the 25th day of war. We have been counting every one of them. We hope for the best to live as humans." The UN says 10 million Ukrainians are without a home, nearly a quarter of the country's population, nearly 3.4 million refugees fleeing to neighboring countries, another 6.6 million displaced within Ukraine. In Warsaw, Poland, for the most vulnerable, a rare moment of normalcy. Ukrainian refugee children playing and later coming together to sing. A chance to forget the war and family left behind to fight in it.
All these activities, such things that all people are doing for us, they forget about their daddies who are there, who are fighting.
And as refugees continue to flee, President Joe Biden heads to Brussels this week to meet with NATO and G7 leaders. He will not be stopping in Ukraine. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Tim Studebaker.
One of my favorite topics to talk about this time of year, of course, the sunrise and sunset times, because they're getting later, those sunsets, and the sunrises eventually getting earlier as well as the days get longer and longer. We do have a milestone in just a couple of days here. Tonight's sunset was 6:57. The first 7 p.m. sunset of the year is just 2 days away, happening on Tuesday evening, and we're less than a month from the next, or I should say the first 7:30 p.m. sunset. After that, 8 p.m. sunset, the first one comes May 17th, so just a couple of months away. Relatively mild temperatures for the week ahead. We're looking at highs a little bit above the average for most of that 7-day forecast. We'll stay mostly dry, apart from maybe a sprinkle or two tonight. Much of the next several days looking mainly dry until we get to about Wednesday night. Rain moves in for Wednesday night, continues into your Thursday. Highs from today, we did pretty well out there. Average high is 49. We made it to 65 at TF Green, 64 in Taunton and New Bedford, 61 in Newport, and the upper 50s out on Block Island. So all in all, a very mild day. We're still pretty mild. These temperatures at 11:17 at night are pretty close to what we would expect for the average highs during the afternoon. So still not too bad out there. 48 right now at TF Green, 49 in Taunton, 46 in Westerly, and 44 in Smithfield. Northwest breezes, a little on the gusty side. Right now, roughly 15 or so miles per hour for many spots. We'll be between about 15 and 25 for the night. And those winds will actually continue into the day tomorrow as well. We do have a couple of stray sprinkles across the area right now. Nothing all that extreme, nothing major expected as we make our way through the night, but there might be a couple of stray light rain showers. That's about it right now. A little shower over northern Rhode Island, a couple more out toward the Cape and Islands, and a few more back toward western Massachusetts and western Connecticut. So again, a couple of stray sprinkles or light rain showers through the overnight, but then ending very early tomorrow morning. We're over to sunshine by the morning commute. We should stay pretty much sunny all the way through your Monday. Then we'll do it all again on Tuesday. Sunshine through the day. Really not looking for all that much in the way of impactful weather until we get to about Wednesday night and into Thursday. So for tonight, a stray sprinkle possible. Not a big deal. Otherwise, we're mostly dry, mostly cloudy as well. Temperatures dropping down to the upper 30s overnight, and those northwest winds at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So really, it's a little on the breezy side. It stays on the breezy side for tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine for your Monday. Temps are mild considering the time of year. This is still almost 10 degrees above the average. It just won't be quite as warm as what we saw today, about 57 or so for your high. And those northwest winds continuing at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. On your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, we'll do it all again on Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine, breezy conditions, temperatures in the mid-50s, which is still above average for this time of year. We're closer to the average by Wednesday. We'll see some increasing cloud cover. Rain moves in late in the day, highs only in the upper 40s. That rain continues into your Thursday. We're mild and dry with a mix of sun and clouds on Friday. Then heading into next weekend, we will pick up yet another shower chance, poorly timed once again, as we head into Saturday and Sunday. But spring started this morning, and it really did feel like it out there, didn't it?
It does, and also the next couple of days, mid-50s, sunny, not bad.
Yeah, it's really not bad at all. You know, the early spring, we can get some pretty dicey weather still. Right. We can get a lot of winter weather events in the early spring. A lot of people at home probably remember the April Fool's Day blizzard, winter storm.
I remember that
back
one
in the
well.
90s.
Yep.
It can still happen. We're okay, though, for the 7-day forecast.
Feels good to say that it's springtime. We felt like that winter was never going to end.
I know, for sure.
And like a lion out like a lamb.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's March, right?
That's March.
That's the month of March?
Yes.
Well, we're talking March Madness here. The Friars back from Buffalo, getting ready for the Sweet 16 next weekend. Sports director Nick Coit has an interview with AJ Reeves you will not want to miss. Stick around. Sports is next.
The leap of faith. Some hesitate, but not you. You don't ask what if. You embrace what's next with open arms. You don't question your decision. You double down. Because you know the thrill is worth it. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
It's been 20 years since I last saw my brother.
He hecho muchísimo de menos a mi hermano. La distancia es cruel.
Se siente como la primera vez que nos abrazamos después de no habernos visto.
Grass looks great, Zeus. Hey, could you maybe trim the hydrangea too?
Sure thing, Kevin. Do you want me to do the box suits as well?
No. Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Hey, Medusa, let's boogie.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. Well, I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Order now at ppacri.org, part of the Take Out White Family Foundation Broadway series.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Perfect.
I think red is more me. Giddy up.
Get 2.49 for 60 on an all-wheel drive Highlander or the electrified all-wheel drive Highlander Hybrid that could take you 598 miles on a tank of gas.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Doreen Scanlon. Join me for Good Morning Providence weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Now, ABC6 Sports.
Friartown is buzzing as this historic Providence basketball season rolls on. PC is off to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 25 years, set to play top-seeded Kansas. Tip time has been set for around 7:15 on Friday night. Sports director Nick Coit following the Friars through the tournament. He's joined by a fired-up AJ Reeves.
All right, here with AJ Reeves, who is going on to the Sweet 16. What does it mean to you?
It means everything. It means everything, Nick. I'm just happy it's paying off. I can't even collect myself right now, you know what I'm saying? So we just wanted to come out here and step on them. That's plain and simple. They're comfortable playing from behind, so we knew that we had to step on them again. And keep our foot on their neck, and we did that.
So you make history here. 1997, I think Drew Bledsoe is still playing quarterback for the Patriots. 1997? I wasn't even born. Yeah, but there you go. See, these guys weren't even born. It's unbelievable. But that was the last time the Friars were in the Sweet 16. So to make that kind of history, I know you look at the walls at the Ruane, you see all that kind of history.
Yeah.
Your team's going to go up there soon because of this.
We were looked off early on. We're still getting looked off till this day. So we're trying to prove everybody wrong. A group of transfers and fifth and sixth year guys, for us to come together in this collective manner, I can't ask for anything. I can't ask for a different group to do this with. These are my guys, and I knew that from the moment I met them.
Lastly, AJ, you're going to be going up against Kansas. That's a blue blood.
Not to take anything away from Kansas, but they got to see us too. We're a really good team too, and so they got to prepare just like we got to prepare for them. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be a battle. We coming. Pitchforks and all that. We coming.
So PC is coming with their pitchforks, as AJ Reeves said. 2 URI players may be leaving. 2 men's basketball players announcing their intentions to transfer. Rising senior guard Alan Betran, seen on the left here, and rising sophomore forward Larry Ayo-Fillet. Betran sat this past season out, recovering from a knee injury. Ayo-Fillet playing reserve minutes for the Rams. New head coach Archie Miller will be officially introduced tomorrow. The URI baseball team hosting Bryant to wrap up an in-state series. The Bulldogs up 1 in the final inning. Tying run at second. Austin Wayner gets the strikeout swing, and the Dogs take 2 out of 3 in Kingston. 3-2 the final. Back to hoops. The Celtics going for their 8th win over the past 9 games. During the string of recent success, the old Big Three joined back up at Kevin Garnett's jersey retirement ceremony. This current squad acting a bit like those old green teams, taking on the reigning MVP Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets out west tonight. This is how the game started, a precursor of things to come. Jaylen Brown stepped back 3 to start the scoring. He added 27 more, so quick math, that's 30 points. A great night for the Jays. We mentioned those 2000 Celtics teams. Ray Allen, the sharpshooter for 6 years. With this triple, Jason Tatum passing Allen for 3rd place on the Celtics' all-time 3-point field goals list. Part of back-to-back threes for JT. He matches Brown with 30 on the night. Hey, MVP, watch your head! Tatum over Jokic. The best defensive team in the NBA holding the Nuggets down. Boston wins by 20. 124-104, 3 straight wins. In 4th place now in the East. Trevor Story coming to the Boston Red Sox. The Sox have made their first big splash of free agency. Take a look at the highlights from his time with the Colorado Rockies. Again, Trevor Story to the Red Sox, the 6-time All-Star, a 6-year deal said to be worth up to $140 million, an opt-out clause after the 4th year. Story may be switching to second base in Boston with Xander Bogaerts still in the fold. This, the first big signing of the Chaim Bloom era, the right-handed hitter, a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner who's played his entire 6-year career with Colorado. And the man who brought Trevor Story to Boston, Chaim Bloom, still working the phones at spring training. The Red Sox playing their last spring training game without Story against the Orioles. Tanner Houck getting the start for the Sox today. 1 out on the board, 1 run on the board. Ramon Urias goes deep for Baltimore. They go up 1-0 in the first. Christian Arroyo, big for Boston in the playoffs last year. He goes up the gut and stretches a double, bringing in Kevin Plawecki to tie this one at 1 in the third. Later in the inning, bases loaded for Xander Bogaerts, who will soon share the infield, as we mentioned, with Trevor Story. He'll teach him how to do this. Pulling the ball off the wall in left field for a go-ahead RBI. Boston secures 3 in the third to secure a 3-2 win. More big money moves in Boston. The Bruins and newly acquired defenseman Hampus Lindholm have agreed to an 8-year contract extension worth a total of $52 million, 6.5 per year. The Bees traded for Lindholm yesterday, getting him from the Anaheim Ducks. He was set to be a free agent, but now will be a Bruin long-term. All of this before he even played a minute for the Black and Gold. Another day, another P. Bruins and Checkers game that goes to a shootout. 3 straight contests to penalty shots. Providence lost the last 2. And they fall again. Justin Brazeau stonewalled by Checkers goalie Antoine Bibeau. Providence loses its 4th straight game, 2-1 in the shootout. That's all for sports. ABC6 News will continue after the break.
ABC6 Weather is sponsored by Dry Zone Basement Systems, your local experts for all things basementy.
Hi, we're Dry Zone Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Since 1987, over 85,000 homeowners have trusted basement systems to fix their basements. Basement waterproofing, foundation wall repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Call Dry Zone Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
There's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty. Only at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving daily, now's the time to get in and get away. Sign and drive an all-wheel drive Tucson with zero do-it signing, zero down, and zero security deposit. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event ends March 31st.
What we do here every day is try to seek justice for people who have been beat up in the workforce, and people who've had injuries, or being run over or mistreated, or people who have been discriminated against, or people who just don't know where to go and where the resources are. I'm attorney Stephen Dennis, and my office concentrates in workers' compensation, personal injury, and Social Security disability. Call me. We'll make a cup of coffee, we'll sit down and talk, and we'll see if you actually have something that we can help you with.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Stars on Ice with Olympic champion Nathan Chen and more. See the medal-winning U.S. figure skating team, Stars on Ice, coming to Dunkin' Donuts Center April 24th. Get tickets at starsonice.com.
We're bringing the plus side to used car buying Honda True Used. 10 model years of Honda vehicles. Plus 100-day, 5,000-mile limited warranty. Plus 3-day exchange policy. Plus 1 year, 12,000-mile roadside assistance. Equals the better way to buy used. Don't just shop used. Shop Honda True Used.
Couple of sprinkles or light rain showers out there tonight. Really not a big deal. Most of us stay dry, mostly cloudy skies. By tomorrow, we'll wake up to sunshine. We'll hold on to sunshine for all day Monday, all day on Tuesday. Breezy conditions, temperatures in the 50s. Increasing clouds on Wednesday. Rain moves in late in the day. That rain continues into your Thursday. Mild and dry on Friday with a mix of sun and clouds. And then we'll pick up yet another shower chance, unfortunately timed right in time for Saturday and Sunday of next week. And hopefully we can get rid of that chance before we get there.
All right, we're going to take it back a little bit more than the 7-day forecast. There was a prehistoric once-in-a-lifetime discovery in Iowa. This is a woolly mammoth tooth found on a construction site in the city of Sheldon. It weighs a whopping 11.2 pounds and is nearly a foot long. That's a big tooth. The man who found it said it was laying there, clearly exposed during excavation. He was lucky because most woolly mammoth teeth disintegrate quickly. So what have you guys dug up that is that cool?
Nothing like that, unfortunately.
Absolutely. That thing was huge. I can't believe that was in something's mouth at some point in our history. That's unbelievable.
What exactly was it eating?
That's the question.
That is the question.
Did he need dental work? Were there any cavities on that bad boy? That's what I want to know.
Well, he probably had bigger problems because he ended up dying from volcanoes exploding. So.
Yes, that's true. The Ice Age.
Yes. Well, thanks for watching ABC6 News at 11. Have a great rest of your week.
I know this may